So it's June 15th. We got a little bit of frost last night. This is just a little bit of alfalfa right by our house. See, it kind of wilted it quite a bit. That's too bad too, because we're doing pretty good this year with the growth on our crops. It's been nice and wet and been having some heat stretches, and things are starting to grow. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how much this frost has impacted the crop. So I got a lot to do today. I'm just trying to stay on top of things. I got my last couple miles of fence to fix. Then I've got end gun that goes on a center pivot that I need to rebuild, at least the bearings in the flapper arm. And after I get that done, I gotta go down and pull out a bunch of panels out of the river before they get washed away where the cows are watering this winter, because the river's coming up quite a bit, and I probably should have pulled them out a month ago, but I just didn't get around to it and didn't think about it. So I need to get those pulled out. I'm sure there will be something else that pops up throughout the day also. So I was trying to get all my fencing done before the grass got too tall. And the grass is starting to get pretty tall out here on this Idaho side. Luckily, this is my last stretch I have to do, these last few miles. And the cows have been out here all spring. So they kept the 8 down halfway decent, and it's not as tall as some of the other stuff on the Wyoming side that I've already done. So the way I like to fix fence is I do 2 rounds. And my first round, I just go walk with my bucket and my staples and some ribbon. And I'll just walk along the fence and staple up any wires that are down, and then I'll tie ribbon on any spots that have a broken wire or broken post. Then I'll come back through with my pickup and on my posts and wire stretchers and wire and fix the wires and posts that way. Then I'm not having to pack, you know, all these tools in one go, and I just do it in 2 passes, and it seems to work out pretty good. So I'm sorry I haven't been filming much this spring. It's been just kind of a mad dash, and it's been all I can do to just keep on top of what I have to get done. And filming and editing takes so much time that I just haven't been able to do it. So we've got all our farming done. Well, not all our farming, most of it. So this piece here, this Idaho piece, so there's a 30-acre piece here, and there's another 30 acres over there across the Tin Cup River. We had the cows out here for most of spring, and we didn't get a chance to farm this yet. We just took the cows out up onto the range on Saturday, so about 4 days ago. So we're gonna try to farm this and see what happens. Hopefully the grass hasn't grown up too high and just makes a mess of things, but we're gonna give it a try and see if we can't level this out a bit more and spread out some of that manure. So like I was saying, most of our farming's done. The cows are up on the range. Now we're just moving into summer projects. Like I said, today I'm just trying to wrap up the fence and then do a couple maintenance things on the irrigation pivots. And soon enough, we're gonna just move into getting all the equipment ready, all our balers and the swather, and make sure all the tractors are maintained. And before too long, probably in 3 or 4 weeks, we'll start cutting hay and baling. So as you can see here, I've got a couple broken wood posts. There's that one there and that one further down. And all I've been doing is just replacing them with these metal T-posts, because soon enough we're gonna have to come back through and replace most of these posts, pretty much all of these posts. And I'm just using the metal T-posts to get us by until we have to take on that project. Real quick, I just wanted to show you guys some of these old posts that are in our fence lines here. I think they're old cedar posts. I'm pretty sure my great grandpa probably put those in. So my dad doesn't remember doing it, and so maybe his dad did, but definitely older than what I am. Older than my dad probably too. Looks like the runoff here in Tinicup's pretty much over. The river's dropped down quite a bit. In the spring, when things are running high, it's about overflowing these banks here. It'll be about up to the top of this cliff right here. So our fence just jumps across here. You can see the wires go off into these willows. And usually in the fall, I'll have to come back through. I'll just run a couple electric wires across the bottom here and tie flags on them, just to kind of deter any cows or calves that get down in the creek there and want to try to cross through that way. So I gotta go back up here and cross the bridge. I'll come back over onto this side, start in these willows and finish this last quarter mile or so of fence, and I'll come back with the truck and my T-posts and put in some new fence posts in a couple of these spots here. It's my least favorite part of the fence, because all these willows in it get so thick in here. We just have to crawl through some of this stuff. Things look pretty good though for the most part. And so we'll just head back and grab the truck and pound in a few T-posts and we'll be done fencing. So I had a little bit of change of plans. I decided before I go and pound those T-posts in and fix those broken posts, I'd come down here and try to dig out some of my panels. I'm a little late getting here. Like I said, I've got a bunch of debris that built up and starting to push these panels down the river. So I need to get all this debris out and bring these panels back in. And I'm already pretty wet from all this dew and the frost that we had this morning. I figured I might as well do this real quick, then we'll have an early lunch and I'll go back out and finish putting those T-posts in. So I think I'm gonna start with this one right here, cut that one loose and see if I can't swing it open and get all that twigs and branches out of there. And grab that yellow tub. I'll just start working from there. That panel is still connected on the bottom. Couldn't hold it back. Guess that was one way to do it though. lot harder job than it needed to be. It's one of those things, if I would have just came out here 2 or 3 weeks ago and done it then, it would save me a lot of work. I'm not too upset about the panels being bent because they were bent to begin with, but just the fact that I had to go out there and wade through waist deep water to bring them back in. I'll learn one of these days just to do a job when I know I should do it, instead of procrastinating it and putting it off. So I'm gonna have a quick lunch, and then I'm gonna run out there and finish putting in those T-posts on that fence. All right, guys, well, that about does it for fencing this year. It's a good job to get over with and finished. I'm gonna head back over to the machine shed and get working on that end gun for that pivot and see if we can't get those done and put those back on tonight too. So we just finished up working on those end guns. We had to put a couple new bearings in them. There's a flapper arm. The water shoots down and helps move that end gun. And I'll show you on one of these end guns once my dad gets up here. So we got that done. Now what we're doing now is we're gonna use the bucket. My dad's gonna raise me up there. And I'm gonna put these end guns back on. Then I'll show you what we fixed, and well, hopefully what we fixed. And we won't know if it's fixed until we run these pivots here in a few days. It's a little windy today, but I want to show you guys this end gun. It seems to be working. You see that little flapper that's flapping up and down? That's what wasn't working for us. It was getting stuck. It wouldn't go all the way back up. So replacing those bearings in the end gun seemed to help. It was working pretty good for us for the last couple of days, so hopefully we got it fixed. hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.